After you read, you need to write. How to write? I just copy and paste. I will copy the good sentence first, good paragraph, good a point, put one side. You have to do that because why? People like to highlight. Okay, no, you need to copy and paste in one file, especially according to your category, like introduction part. You need to copy some introduction part. Then literature review doesn't matter. The important part is the introduction of that article. You need to learn how to read the introduction part. Because why? Abstract is definitely very simple. Abstract is glancing, is a glance. But the article, you need to concentrate. It's my experience. No? I don't have time to read the whole 45 pages. No, impossible for me. Especially all the discussion. No, I will read very, very carefully for the introduction. Because why? The introduction part will have the whole information of the article. It's not a very detailed, but where 99% what you want to say or what you want to present will be in the introduction part. That's my experience. I mean that not is a must. It depends, okay? Then you discuss me, you need to run, collect data, present to the people, submit, and this is a cycle. You need to be patient when you want to do publication. There's no fast track, there's no payment, okay, there's no. I mean good journal for Q1, Q2, you need to be very patient and pray a lot. Because why? In the world, there's 100,000 universities. They need to submit to the journal. Like the journal I submitted Q1, normally they accepted a year 25 to 40 papers only. A year. 25 to 30. Imagine, I'm so lucky. I'm one of them from that 30%. 30 40 articles. Imagine the world, you see the US, UK, the dominant publication. Okay? Okay, next. I think, okay, this is a critical, I will share with all these six steps. It's not a theory to get a publication, no. It's just my experience. Okay, so it's just experience I share with you. It's my, why I should do that. Okay, next. Okay, before I think you have one more slide missing, is it? One more slide. Okay, never mind. That's one more slide missing. Okay, first you need to do is get a good topic. If you never do a lot of reading, definitely you cannot get a good topic. Okay, that's why the literature review is very, very important. What I told you before is this: first year and second year of my study is my PhD level. I read a lot. I read a lot because I want to find a topic. The topic of your paper cannot consider a lot of issue. No. A lot of people thought I put everything inside the article, I could definitely get published. Sorry, no. Normally, one articles, they will consider one major issue or two, that's all. Because why? We want to contribute our knowledge to that area, okay? You need to ask yourself, is it a good idea? Our topic is a good idea? Will this idea contribute to the ongoing debate? Okay? Solve the problem of the literature? Will anyone read it? Is very important. Because why? Later, your citation in text will be another issue. You publish a paper, nobody cite, it's a failure. Okay? That's why you have to ask, will anyone read it? Okay? Who will be the reader and audience? Who? You have to consider. Okay, that one later we go. Okay, next slide. Then all this one had to done by the literature review. Then before you finish on your topic, try to discuss with your co-author, with your supervisor, or your colleague or friends. Okay, do not do it alone, please. You cannot do this kind of process alone. have Dr. Hall, I have Dr. Lau, I have a Putra, I have a Dr. I have a few co-author with me. They will advise me what should I do. I need a support from them because some you thought is a good idea, but the supervisor more experienced than us. They'll guide us. They'll give us some idea, what's hints, you know. Then will make you move faster and enhance your topic. Do not think I'm scared to ask my supervisor. No, you have to discuss. You need to discuss. That's okay. Then okay. After the topic, then this is a gap. You need to find the gap. A paper have a good topic without a gap, definitely cannot publish. Okay? A gap means that's why a gap I transform without questions. Okay? You need to ask these two questions before you do. Can you answer the question with a simple district? I mean that did your problem solve very easily? I mean that without any moderator, mediator. Then definitely cannot go for profile. Okay? This one you have to ask yourself. Is it too narrow or not too much research? Nobody doing is not good research. Too many people doing also not good research. You have to ask yourself, okay? See the trend. This is a trend, okay? And just don't say that a lot of people say that nobody doing in Malaysia. My doctor will say, is there anything special that you say this word? It's no, you know. Nobody doing that does not mean that you have a good opportunity to publish. No, because we need to generalize our result and our finding. Okay, nice. So, research question must be feasible and answer on time. Okay. Okay, you need to consider when you have find a research question. You need to consider certain thing. Okay. Deadline. I mean time. You have a topic. You have a research, but you need the time to complete it. Do your research take a lot of time to complete? You have to ask yourself. So, how many months you want to interview people, a person, an audience? Data collection is one of the major obstacle for your research article. Then, if you don't have the time or your data is not available, better don't do it because it's a waste. Okay, it's a waste. Okay, actually there's no magic procedure or craft for the research question. Maybe you cannot put out like that. You need to do a lot of reading, and in between the process, I say that you need to discuss with your supervisor and with your colleague or with your co-author. You must discuss. Okay, do not do alone. I know that finding a research question is very frustrating. Even though sometimes you read a lot. You do a lot of reading, you compare a lot of study, but sometimes you still cannot find any important gaps or specific questions. It's very frustrating. When you have this kind of thing, try to not to stop there. Discuss with your supervisor, and discuss with your friends, or discuss with your colleague, or anybody else. Ask their opinion, and share with them your problems. You can move another step. You know it's stagnant or there, for sure you can move faster. Okay, next. This is in general, research questions will be focus. Is a focus enough? You have to focus. Okay, not too narrow, not too broad. Okay, clearly define the terms. You may include the pro and con of the issue and answer on time. Simple. This is the thing I just want to advise to you. Example, why some countries are rich while others are poor? You answer by geographical, climate, region, institutions, many. See or not? This is the thing. Something you need to answer. Okay? Next. A title. For a title for a journal, or for the articles, it's very important. Normally, article, the title not be too long, 15 to 20 is a maximum. Okay? Normally 15 and below is the best, okay? And you need to be consistent because the title will be reflect your contents of your articles. some article you maybe see a mirror on the wall, something like that. A lot of catchy question. But to me, I think you better use a very ordinary title and be easy to understand and simple. No need to put a lot of hard, critical word you can understand, and then people don't have interest to read it through. Then you also cannot. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay, writing, I won't discuss over here because later I will discuss more what should you include in the introduction. Because I'm not teaching how, sharing with you how to write the whole article, but I find that the introduction part is a very, very important when you want to submit article. Okay, next. Okay, this is very interesting. Where to publish? A lot of students will be afraid of Q1 articles or Q1 journal. Same with me. But you need to try. Not Q1, but at least Q2. Not Q2, at least Q3. Not Q3, at Q4. It's okay. Okay. When you want to, actually a lot of source, you can find a good journal, but UPM only recognize two, either Web of Science or Scopus Index. These two. The rest, I think, because our Web of Science will be the eyesight journal, the Scopus will be Scopus Index journal. Because why? I have submitted an article. He requests me to revise. Then he reject me. He says that my scope of the paper is not their scope. He wasted for 9 months for that article. So it's quite frustrating because I sent a wrong journal. Okay, it's a Q1. Later, I revised the paper. I sent to another journal. It's accepted within 4 months plus. Okay, because I sent accurate, very suit my scope of study. Okay, next. Then make sure the target did not have a recent. This is just information to you. You find the chain of the editor board. You do be cautious because you have to write the cover letter. But you need to read the aim and scope of that journal carefully because it's whether it's fit or not for your articles. Okay, next. Here is about the when you target a journal, you make sure it's here I want to say it's about the journal is either ISI or Scopus, either is a well cited journal like the if you send a journal with a very low impact factor. Actually, the impact factor reflects the citation count. Okay, the highest the impact factor is, the more people cite the journal. I mean the article in that journal. That's the meaning of the citation, the impact factors. Okay, I mean overall the high impact factor will more people read and more people cite. Citation is very important for academic. Okay, because we have a Scopus index, we have a H index, a scholar index. Later you will know later. Okay, the index will indicate your success of your publication. Okay, next. Then the aim accept. Okay, what type of article they accept? Either it's a review article, or original empirical study, or either it's a short letter or whatever. You have to know what type of article they accept. Then okay. If the journal have a call for special issue, please go for that because that's the most not so easy, straightforward for you to send because this really suit your article, it really suit your topic. You just send because the chances is higher than you go for the ordinary because a special issue is in charge by the special guest editor. They will accept those similar topic. I mean that fit their scope. So special issue call for paper. If for the article, just go for it because the current hot topic. There's okay. Next. Okay, searching for the right. Okay, another one is A lot of students would like to ask me, can I send more than 2 or 3 journals at the same time? You should not do that. The scholarly world is very, very small. Because why? The person who review you maybe also review the same time because the scope, because their keywords is matching their expertise. You have to be very, very careful, especially for ISI journal. Do not simultaneously send a different journal at the same time. One at a time. That's all. Waiting for their feedback, reject, then send other. Okay? That's my advice to you. Okay. Next. Then we submit. Later, after find a journal, write and submit. When you submit a journal, there's few things you need to do. You have to, next please. You have to give a copy with the draft. I mean that you're ready for submission. The draft, the write-up of your article, you need to send for the third-party reading first. The best part will be your co-author. Ask them to read. Any problem, any mistake, the structure of the article. Get the feedback from your co-author, change it, and send again. These kind of processes you need to do a few times. You understand? There's no rushing rushing to send an article and that's all. No. Because why? You get test reject very fast if you do that. Okay? To me, I will do a write-up. I will send to my co-author 2 or 3. They will come a feedback. I compile all the feedback. I will change it. I send again. They will read and change again until they satisfy with all the point and the comment. Then I will send out. As an Asian, I know that our English is one of the biggest problem. Okay, it's a very because I graduate from the UK, so okay. If you don't worry about the English because we still have the alternative and you can send for the proofread. Okay, people can help you to correct it. A good English will help you a lot during publication. It's very crucial to say that. Not say that you cannot publish because the person who read normally they will comment again. They will comment your language as well when they say they find a fault of the grammar or anything about the jargon you use. Maybe from reading and good. I've been review a few articles sent by me. I know there is one from Indonesia. One article from Indonesia. The English is badly written, so I reject it because of that. Because it's very bad written. It's sent to the journal, so it's sent to me to review first. I reject because even though not say that I like to reject article because of this the English issue, so I reject it. Okay. So send for the. Make sure your article is well written. Then you need to when you send a paper. If the English not adequate, you reject immediately. It's true because an editor would like to publish quality articles. Okay. Next. So this is a procedure. I think you need to read. I won't discuss more here. It's about the guideline. You need to read the guideline, especially the guideline for author. You need to read it carefully. When you submit a journal, you need to write the guideline carefully, what they want, and then you follow exactly. Okay, next. This is a very brief about the most of the journal would like to have an abstract limited 100 to 150 words only. You cannot write more. Abstract, make it short, precise, clear. Okay? Do not put citation in your abstract. Remember, abstract is your work. You don't need to cite anyone. It's your finding, it's your work. Do not put any citation in your abstract. Keyword, then you have to find the keyword. Okay, cover page, title, all this one is very simple. It's you just copy from the internet, whatever. Then okay, another one is make sure some journal they require for submission fees. Be careful. It's not APC charge, or it's a submission fees, maybe 50 to 250 US dollar. Be careful about that. APC charge will be different because it's open access. Okay, APC charge is different. It's open access. Okay. So you have to after submit. If you don't hear any news from the editor about 4 to 5 months, you need to ask why my article still pending for so long with the editor. With the editor, not under review. The stage with the editor. Okay. In the 6 months, then you have to plan ahead. Okay, that's all. Next. Okay, this is how to write perfect cover page. Try to follow the example from the Google's. You Google it, you can find a lot. Okay. Make it at least make it simple. Okay, next. This is one of the example of the cover letter. It's very simple. Not that doesn't matter. Doesn't make you very simple. Very simple. Okay. Okay. Next. This is a thing. When I submit an article to the journal, my heart, when I press, are you sure to submit that moment? My heart is beating. Because why? Maybe tomorrow morning I will receive a letter from the editor. Sorry to say that I reject a paper, you know. But so far, thank God, I only have 2 times that's reject because of scope. It's not because of poor written, because of my scope. But they recommend me to another journal. Okay. So it's a best news that when you receive that decision with major or minor revision, that will be a very good chance for you to publish, because the reviewer will have review and they find that you need to amend certain thing. The editor also happy with that, so they ask you to revise. Revise article doesn't mean that you have this 100% publication. It's not guaranteed to publish, but you need to follow a certain comment. Not say sometimes if you can follow 100, it's okay. But some not really make sense. You have to write the reason why you don't want to follow the comments. Okay. But some reviewer is very harsh. They will request a lot of beyond your scope. You know, but you have to defend, or you have to write some reason why you don't want to follow their comments. Okay. Next. This is okay. After you revise, resubmit, and then you wait again. Normally after from the time submit to revise, normally 2 months. Okay. Normally a journal will give 2 months to the reviewer to review the article. So from 2 months for reviewer, maybe the editor will take 1 month to read the review and make decision. So below 4 months, normally 4 months and 4 to 3 months, you receive the first decision normally. Okay. If you say 6 months, I think that kind of journal is very unethical, you know, because quite long. My experience is 3 months. 3 months and below, because if you get minor, like most of my article will get a minor. So I revise and reply them, resubmit within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Okay. Then after that, they will mean 1 month to accept. So it's like that. It's a procedure. Okay. Major or minor doesn't matter, but you need to reply accordingly. Because why? This is chances is 50% with your hand to publish now. Because when the editor requests you to revise, sometimes you read the revision is very unhappy because they criticize a lot your paper. You know, it's not mean they don't break. They would say with that, okay, thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah. All the comment is sometimes you read also you don't really see because they're very harsh. You know, the comment is very harsh. It's very harsh, especially for the overseas good journal. It's very harsh. You will hardly find that the comment is very good comment. No way, no way, no way. Okay, but calm down. Read it slowly, line by line, and match back with what